welcome to UpView AI and our first webinar together, Unlocking the Secrets to YouTube Success, how being yourself is the key to getting monetized. I am Steph the Alternate, and this good-looking gentleman here to my side is Anthony. How are you doing, Anthony? Oh my goodness. Has that just happened where you've just frozen, my friend? Oh no! Uh-oh. Little bit of technical difficulties, guys. Anthony's just frozen. If you just give me one moment. Oh my goodness. I'm just giving him a quick message. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to be like, here. Hello, everyone. How you all doing? Let's see who we've got in the stream right now. Hey up, Nick Wilson. How's it going? And Adventures Inward and Rico Kazaza TV. We've also got Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. General Scott. The General is in the house. Hey up, guys. We've got a lot of alternates here. Ms. M. Hey up, Ms. M. And Fred Steele. Hey, General. Hey up, General. Another one of our colleagues from UpView is here. And we've got Rupesh as well. Hey up, Rupesh. We've got Lisa. Big D. Big D saying, I was like, why isn't he blinking? Yeah, it took me a hot minute to realise that he'd frozen at the most inopportune moment, but there we go. We live and we learn, right? Adventures Inward being like, hello, Steph and Anthony. Hey up. Just waiting for Anthony to come in. But yeah, we are going to be unlocking the secrets to YouTube success all the way through this particular channel. So guys, really, it's a case of, if you want to make sure, that you have a guide in place to ensure that you can be successful on YouTube, whatever that success looks like for you, then make sure the first thing you do whilst you're here is you subscribe to upview.ai, because this is going to be the first of many webinars that we'll be throwing at you, giving us our tips and tricks of how we were able to be successful on YouTube. So you can follow us. There'll also be videos and shorts, and also make sure you're following us on Instagram at upview.ai, because there'll be little videos on there as well where we can guide you along the way. I'd like to thank everyone that's subscribed so far. Hit that like button. Let's get this stream into the algorithm so even more people can unlock the secrets to YouTube success with the help of upview.ai. Now, is Anthony coming in? Anthony, where are you? What's going on, mate? Oh my goodness. Always fun and games, guys, right? Okay, so right, this is what we're gonna do. What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness, sorry about this, you guys. Our first ever webinar. Oh my goodness. Just gonna ask where he is. All right. General Scott, alternates rule, enough said. What can I say? I think Anthony's coming back in now, guys, so let's get him in. He's just joining. And I think... Oh, no, not that one.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Anthony's back. Anthony's back.
Okay, you're never gonna believe this. I think all day, I'm in Florida for everybody tuning in here. I just had lightning hit literally right in front of my house and completely shut down the internet here. So if anybody's from Florida, it is a terrible day right now, and was not expecting that. So I don't think it could have been better timing right there at 12 EST for me. So thank you all for your patience. Apologize. But hopefully Steph's been holding down the fort.
Tried my best. whilst I was freaking out a little bit, but there we go. But with that being said, yes, been pimping out our YouTube channel, so make sure if you are watching, you do subscribe to this channel because there's going to be more webinars, more videos from myself and Anthony, especially when it's not lightning over at his end. And also
Oh
as
yeah.
well, make sure you are following us on Instagram if you do have an Instagram account. If not, make one and follow us on Instagram at upview.ai and you'll get even more content from myself and Anthony. With that being said, though, let's jump into it with unlocking
All
the
right.
secrets to YouTube success, how being yourself is the key to getting monetized. Anthony, do you want to go through the agenda for today?
Let's make it happen. Thank you so much, Steph. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through the reasons why self-branding is important. Of course, as a YouTuber, many things come with the whole scene, right? You have to be a marketer, you have to be good on camera, you have to understand how to create graphics. But one of the things a lot of people seem to overlook is the brand, right? So what we're going to go over today is 4 different topics here. Why self-branding is important, the reasons why we believe self-branding is extremely important, maybe the most important thing, is it the SEO algorithm or is it you, right? So which one is it? Identifying, is it whether it's the SEO, whether it's the algorithm, which one is it that's actually driving people to your page? Channel branding, right? Logo, banner, intros, outros, thumbnails, and emojis. What are the most important things? How do we make them all look the same? How do we create this great brand presence throughout? And how can you do it as well? And then finding your passion or niche. We're going to go into all that. So I'm very excited.
Okay. So, hey up,
My
guys.
name is Anthony.
How's it going?
My name is Anthony. I have been on YouTube for 12 years. I've been a YouTube consultant. I've helped over 1,500 people grow on YouTube. People just getting started to celebrities, brands, and I work with some amazing people like Steph here. She is awesome, and she's just been taught me so much and been amazing to work with as well. Steph, if you want to introduce yourself, you do amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Steph the Alternate, if you haven't known. I've got a big gob. I'm a Yorkshire lass. I've been in YouTube now for about 3 years, and I've actually now got over 65,000 subscribers on my channel. I first met Anthony actually over a year ago, a year and a half ago now, actually, back in January. I hired him as a YouTube consultant, essentially, to, have a look at the channel and tell me, okay, what do I need to do? What are the steps that I need to take in order for my channel to grow and be more successful? And guys, in the space of 18 months, I've jumped from about 7,000 subscribers to over 65,000 subscribers. Anthony is no joke. He knows exactly what he is talking about. And between myself, Anthony, and the rest of our colleagues at Upview, we are working hard behind the scenes developing an app so that, all the success that I've got using Anthony's expertise, you guys are going to get it as well through this app. With that being said, Anthony, show off a little bit more of your expertise and take it away. Why is self-branding so important, my friend?
Hey, well, there are many reasons why self-branding is important, right? And although, yes, I gave Steph some great tips, she has something that, I can't give, and that is brand presence and understanding how to, be yourself here. So, when you look legit, you're taken seriously and you're taken legitimate by an audience. A lot of times what happens is people are so worried about, the cameras that they use and the quality of content. But at the end of the day, you will speak quality and you will speak confidence through what you know. So really, you just want to look as legit as you can, and branding helps with that inevitably. So that's one of the big ones, and it, resonates with the audience. It helps CTR, click-through rate. Click-through rate is, if you don't know, click-through rate is how many people are clicking on your thumbnails, right? And what happens is, whether we know it or not, and I think Steph is another great example of this, if we look at her thumbnails, you know whose video you're getting into before you even click on it. You don't even have to read the title sometimes or look at the name of the channel. You know you're getting into a Steph video. And that really comes with branding in general, CTR. You create trust with the audience. You don't, a lot of these people are doing clickbait where they show something on screen. At the end of the day, it's not what you signed up for. When you are creating a great brand and people know you, you create that trust and you create that brand presence and you become an authority in your niche. So creating that trust with your audience is just as important as branding, but it comes with branding in itself. And it helps with suggested as well. Believe it or not, the YouTube algorithm is a weird place. One of the things that happens on YouTube is the suggested feature on YouTube actually suggests content based on thumbnails. That's something a lot of people don't know. And the channels that have a thumbnail branding throughout, all their thumbnails look the same. What ends up happening is the YouTube algorithm picks up on that and starts suggesting the videos from that channel because everything looks the same. That's when the magic happens. When you have a ton of videos, they all have similar branding, similar thumbnails, YouTube starts suggesting it. So I advise, if all your thumbnails look like they're from a different channel, or there's not something pulling in, one specific image, then I would advise to go into your videos and redo the branding because maybe something is not pulling in what's suggested there. And then another thing about branding is you can do anything with it. At the end of the day, if you create a great brand, it goes way beyond YouTube. It goes into other things in every aspect of life. So creating a brand is not only important with the YouTube algorithm, it's important with life in general. And it helps in the future to attract sponsors, which I think is one of the biggest. We talk with a lot of people who sponsor YouTube channels, and one of the things that they're looking for, of course, is a great reaction with the audience and trust with the audience. But one of the things that they're looking for the most is the brand that these YouTubers have created. How is their brand? Is their branding on point? And will they be able to present the product of these sponsors and replicate what the sponsors are trying to get within their own branding? So it's very important on those aspects as well. Now, this is going to be fun. So we're going to do something here. What I want to do is I want to go through SEO, which, if you don't know that big three-letter scary word, SEO, search engine optimization, one of those things that people say all the time to intimidate, but at the end of the day, it is super easy when you know what you're doing. It's using keywords in a way that is going to allow the YouTube algorithm to find you. But in general, another thing we focus on is it the algorithm, right? So SEO, algorithm, or is it you and your brand? And I'm going to do a little bit of a game here where let's see who gets it right, Steph. If somebody's able to identify which one is more important by the end of this, and I'll ask the question, then I'm going to throw in a $50 gift card for whoever gets it first.
Whoo! There we go, chat. Go for it. I'll be looking out for it. Let's go.
Heck yeah. So why would it be SEO or the algorithm? What are the reasons why it would be this? Well, one, again, SEO stands for search engine optimization. You're optimizing so that you can increase the chances of people discovering you and your channel to get more views and subs, right? So how does that happen? Let's say if you're making a cooking channel and you're making a dish on lasagna. I love lasagna. I just had it last night. It's one of my favorites. I'm Italian, right? Um, Lasagna, right? So you want to rank for that. So you would make sure you have lasagna in your title, in your description, and then if somebody's looking for that dish and they type it in on YouTube, your video has the opportunity to appear. Reason why this is important in general, and I know this is about branding, but I do want to cover this, is because if the right people find you, then that's going to lead to a subscription. That's going to lead to a great connection with the audience. And of course, it's going to get you more views at the end of the day. So SEO is extremely important, don't get me wrong. But of course, branding is as well. So also what SEO and the algorithm does is it allows you to figure out what your audience is looking for. So we get these little nuggets dropped by YouTube in the YouTube studio. And what we're able to do is understand and identify the user journey. And I say this a lot, and I can't stress it enough, user journey. It's how people found you. Again, with the SEO, what we're trying to do is we're throwing out those fishing lines. We're trying to understand who's going to get hooked, who's going to watch us, who's going to find us. And then we use that data to understand the user journey. How did these people find us? How can we use this information at the end of the day to get more like-minded people, the people that we want watching our content, our tribe, really, the people we vibe with. So you can find this stuff out by Google Trends. You can use SEO tools, for example, UpView. UpView is a great tool. For those of you that don't know, it is in a waitlist, but it's an amazing tool. And then the YouTube Studio itself does drop these nuggets. And then what SEO also does, and the understanding the algorithm also gives you that edge on competition. Understanding how to rank for things with a low competition. This can lead to being seen all across the YouTube channel, or I'm sorry, all across the YouTube algorithm, and can allow you to get views. Understanding, of course, how many terms have a low competition versus what you can actually rank for. And
Okay. And before we go any further, guys, speaking of the wait list, yes, do make sure that you go on to upview.ai, www.upview.ai, fill in this form that you can see on your screen right now and join the wait list, because when Upview 1.0 app gets released later on this year, guys, say goodbye to vidIQ. Say goodbye to TubeBuddy, because Upview is going to change the game like no other, okay? And you know, I don't hype things up. I don't talk shiz. I call a spade a spade. It's as simple as that. You have no idea what's going to be coming down from Upview later on this year. So make sure, again, you go to www.upview.ai. Join the waitlist today so you guys can be one of the first to experience the new generation of basically a YouTube app that's going to give you success. So, Anthony, with that being said, let's carry on with the presentation here. So,
absolutely.
why would it be you then? Yeah.
Yeah, so again, that was SEO. Why would it be you now? And I want you all to decide which one you think it is after I go through this. And then again, leave it in the chat. Whoever gets it right first, I mean, that's going to be tough, right? Because I know many people will probably have their opinion, but we'll look through it and we'll see who we can give that gift card to. But why would it be you in general, right? Video performance is based on average duration. So one of the big things that I try to tell everybody I work with is YouTube is a business itself, right? Although we are trying to create businesses through YouTube, creating these YouTube channels, trying to create a following and better our brand. At the end of the day, YouTube is a business as well that we're all working through, and their goal is to create a great product for the viewer. And one of the ways that they identify a great product that we supply is through average view duration. So this is where it becomes you. You're able to captivate an audience. You're able to speak to people and they understand you. And this is one of those things that is very tough to get. It takes time, it takes effort, and it's not really technical. It's one of those things that you learn. So average view duration is one of the reasons why it would be you. Another reason is people subscribe to things they realistically enjoy. How many times have you subscribed to a page that you didn't like or you didn't know about? You watched a video and you didn't enjoy the video? Never. Maybe if it was a friend's channel, which hate to say it happens sometimes when you watch a friend's channel and you're like, yeah, it was great, but they need to work on it. And that's how it is, right? So you want to subscribe to things that you realistically enjoy. And that's why being yourself on camera is relatable to the audience, because you're able to portray like almost a connection, like a friendship. And that's why YouTube is so amazing. You create a friendship with your audience. You don't just upload content and hope that people are going to subscribe. You're really creating a friendship, and people aren't going to like you for that. And then of course, if the content's great, they're going to enjoy it. And then knowing what your audience will enjoy based on instinct, thumbnails, videos, topics, etc. This is probably the most in-depth of all of them here, and it's because what you're able to do is your audience, your friends, like I was saying, and that's something that doesn't come with knowing any fancy SEO tool or inputting any fancy data. At the end of the day, what happens here is who your tribe is, who watches your content, and you're able to speak to them with great videos, and that just comes naturally. Not really something you can teach, but it's something you can get better at if you continue to upload content. And the last one here is being legitimate speaks louder than anything. Again, being legitimate, you can't fake it. Legitimate is where it's at. It's the truth. It's being real with your friends. It's showing them what you know and trying to paint the picture and not sugarcoating it. There's a difference between being original and then being forced. And another thing we see a lot is forcing it too much. Be yourself. Talk to the camera like you would talk to somebody in front of you. And that's how you're going to, at the end of the day, create this amazing brand presence, but also create a personality with your viewers that is going to make everybody vibe together, create that tribe. And this is the part, right? So which one is it? And I'm not looking at chat here, but I'm not sure if people already started saying anything. SEO or you? Which one is it? What do you guys think?
Yeah. What do you guys think? Is it SEO? Is it you guys? Could it be both? Could it be both? Guys, we're going to spend about 20 seconds because there is an obvious delay as well with all of this, just to kind of see what your answers are. And whoever answers first correctly, Anthony, what's on offer from Upview? Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're gonna give a $50 gift card, so let's make it happen. I'm excited to see who has the secret sauce here. I mean, they're both important, right? So I'm not gonna give it away, but they're both extremely important. Who do you think's got it first, Steph?
Well,
That's a tough question. I know it's going fast and there's a delay.
yeah, we're just waiting for the delay to come through.
Okay.
Jane says, I have a YouTube channel, but it's just videos and shorts. Absolutely fine. You can still join the waitlist, www.upview.ai. As long as you've got a YouTube channel, you can join the waitlist. And if you've been thinking about creating a YouTube channel, don't hesitate. Create that channel today, join the waitlist, because you're going to be in a really, really good, powerful position then as you start in your channel that the Upview app will be released, and you can superpower yourself with that app at the same time, and we can guide you all the way through to monetization. So we've got Jane Smith that says you, Adventures Inward saying you, Isha Patel saying both, Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot says you, Adventures Inward says both is more the option I would go with. Amanda Bell Lee says starts with you. Tony Felice says you. Fred Steele says both. Mariana says SEO, but then says maybe both. She's a little bit on the fence there. Anthony, do the honors. Which one is it?
It's really you. I mean, don't get me wrong. SEO is important, but at the end of the day, people are going to find you for being you, and that's going to create and expand the umbrella of reach. If people enjoy the content, they're going to come back. YouTube looks at that view duration, understands how people are, enjoying the content or interacting with the content, and then that does end up flipping over to, you and success. So it's really you, and this is one of those things that we can only go so far with consulting, and these tools can only go so far, which is why Upview, we want to do both, where we show you the SEO side of things, and then we also help you with the U side of things and how we can improve on that. So again, to Steph's point, definitely look into the platform. It is at a wait list right now, but we are quickly getting to the point of where we're going to release it, and it's going to help with so many things that no tool is really targeting right now. But you was it. Great job, everyone.
So, with that being said, guys, it was Jane Smith that answered first, saying you. So, Anthony, what can Jane do in order to contact us and get her prize?
Yeah, so what we'll do is, Jane, so as of now, I mean, you can put your email in the comments, but if you don't want to, have your email publicly there, what you can do is you can contact Upview at info. Let me actually send the email right now in to Steph so she can share it. Actually, you know what, Steph, if Bhavik is in the chat or Janel, I'll tell them but it's info@upview.ai, right? So info@upview.ai. So just say, hey, Jane, I went ahead and I said you. I broke it down. I got the secret sauce. And yeah, let me get my gift card.
I've just spammed the chat, Jane. info@upview.ai. It's all in the chat right now. So, Jane, email us. And yeah, we'll get your prize on the way. But with that being said, next up, channel branding. Here we go. All right. So this is the thing, guys. When it comes to channel branding, for me, when I started my channel, it was the main thing. It was the number one thing I had to do. Now, bear in mind, it took a few iterations. I think I went through 3 or 4 logos, a couple of intros and outros, a number of different thumbnails. Best believe I only changed my thumbnail like a month ago or something along those lines to where I'm really, really happy now. So getting your channel branded is a journey. And more often than not, you're not going to get it right the first time. But do it anyway, because when you look legit, people are going to treat you as legit. But then the question is, well, hang on a minute. how do I brand? How do I get the logo, the intro and outro, the thumbnails, the banner situation? Because when you're starting off a channel, realistically, do you have money to be able to pay someone professionally to do that? Well, guys, let me show you the things that I used when I first started out with my channel. So, first thing I'm going to be showing you here is www.myfreelogomaker.com. Yep. And this is, a really, really good website where you can get a logo for free. Now, all of these sites I'm going to show you, they are for free. I will make sure in the description bar below, if it's not done already, the websites will be there for you so you can click on them afterwards. But let me show you how easy it is. You've got to sign up to all these websites. But again, you don't have to pay anything or like that, so don't worry. I'm going to type in here, Steph, the Altar Nerd. Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out, all that jazz. And let's get started. Here we go. So, what am I designing a logo for? Well, it's a YouTube channel, which comes up straight away that you can see here. This is how easy it is now to get a logo for free, okay? Now, I'm going to pick some logos that I like. Now, think about it this way, guys, all right? When you've got a YouTube channel, okay, the YouTube channel avatar is circular. Okay, so look at logos that have that kind of circular being to it. It's gonna look better. It's gonna look, as I like to call it, flush, guys. So I like that one. Don't worry about the colours. I like that one. Oh, I definitely like that one. Oh, I like that one as well. That's a little bit bougie chic, that one. So I've picked a few. So let's click continue. What colours am I into? Well, my channel colours are blue and green, so that's a no-brainer. Let's pick blue and green, but you guys can pick any colour that you want in this section here. And let's click on continue. Now, it's asking me to add a slogan, which is optional. My advice, do not add a slogan to your logo, because think about it, when they see your channel and they see that circular avatar, right, they're going to see the logo, they're going to see your name. If you add a slogan to that, it's going to be too small then at that point. It's not going to have a massive impact. So for this, I would not add a slogan, guys. I just wouldn't. So let's continue there. So what logo symbols am I looking for? Well, it's a TV channel as such, so we're going to do that. It's fun. It's videos. We're doing videos, so let's do that. So I'm going to just continue. You can pick your own symbols if you want. You can click on there if these options are a little bit too restrictive. But let's click continue. And now they're going to generate some logos. And here we go. Ta-da! Yes!
Amazing.
Here we go, guys. Some of these logos are all right, but we can load more. So we go down to the bottom, and we're going to load even more logos right here. Now we might be looking at some. Let's see. Loading even more logos up. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Let's load a few more, because I like a little bit of a selection. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. This one is very, very super cute. I'm going to click on that one. Here we go. All right. And so here we are. We've got the logo here, but it doesn't stop there. We can change the symbol. As you can see here, if you want to change the symbol to the logo, you can do. You can change the background colour. So, a nice little royal blue there. That's nice. We can deal with that. We can change the layout if you wanted to. And even the palette, if you want to do that. There's so much options that you've got. Even when you click the logo, you can personalize it even further. And again, guys, all this is for free. You just got to sign up with your email, but that's it. No credit card, no debit card, no payment, no nothing. All of this is legitimately for free. Once you're happy with the logo, then up here, download for free. And that's it. Done and dusted. That then is part one of your channel branding, done and dusted, in the bag. But wait, oh yes, there's more. You want an intro and an outro? Here you go. www.flexclip.com. Again, you'll need to sign up, but it's completely for free. And here we go. You've got so many ideas to choose from in terms of, you know, if you want an intro and an outro that you can see here in particular, really, really good. So let's click on, let's see, which one do I like? What was that fire one? Oh, hang on. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll click on customize, guys. This is how easy this is, okay? All right, we're not going to do that for now. So let's do that. I'm going to get my logo. Now, I've already got a logo, guys, in all honesty, okay? As some of you may know, with me having my own channel. So I'm going to use my own logo, okay? So I'm just going to drag it into here. There we go. And then all I've got to do is click on it and drag it across into the logo place. Done. Your logo's already in. Then I'm going to double click on logo name. And I'm going to enter in Steph, when I can type properly. There we go. The Alter Nerd. Okay. And then we can change it if we want. So we can do it to neon or splice it. Or there could be a border shadow or more of a shadow here. I like the neon one. Stands out a little bit more. So we can do that. And then guess what? Let's just play it right now. Okay, guys? Here we go. That easy. And that could work as both an intro and an outro. And all I did was on flexclip.com choose the template that spoke to me the most, got my logo across, dragged it onto this section here, double clicked on the text, put in my name, done. That's it. That's it. You've got an intro and an outro in about 3 steps. Then at that point, all you do is you click on export, click on 720p, good quality, because the 1080p, you've got to pay for that. But do 720p and export. And that's it.
Hey, Steph.
You have got your intro and your outro sorted.
I want to jump in here and say something because, and can you hear me?
Yeah, well, and they can see you as well with dual screen.
Okay, this is actually amazing, guys. Creating an intro and outro. There are people that charge a lot of money to do this, and Steph actually introduced me to this tool. This is definitely something you should be using, as you can create amazing intros and outros for free. It's unheard of, and people will charge 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, even 100 at sometimes just to create your intro. So definitely something amazing that she's showing you here, and I highly recommend looking into it. That was great, Steph.
No, not a problem. But wait, there's more. Firstly, what I'm going to do is the links that I've shown you so far. So I've put the My Free Logo Maker in, and I'm just going to pop in the flexclip.com, which is the intro and the outro websites. Sorry, the intro and the outro videos. So there we go. Again, all free. You will have to sign up to them, but that's it. No credit card, no payment, no nothing. All of it is for free. Now, we're going to get on to thumbnails. So, here we go. Canva.com. Oh, yeah. So, Canva.com will also sort out your YouTube banner for free as well. So, do bear that in mind. Now, here is all of this for free. You click on whichever thumbnail speaks to you, away you go. You've got a thumbnail that looks fresh, that looks flush, that looks a little bit more legit and more professional. You don't need to know how to do Photoshop. You don't need to know how to use any complex kind of app or program. No. You just go on to canva.com, and again, don't worry about the links. I'll make sure they're all in the description bar straight after this webinar, okay? And away you go. Just click on one. So what do I like? I like this one. Again, it's green. It kind of goes with my aesthetic, with my channel. So I'm going to click on it. And yeah, we're going to customize. Oh, no, I like this one better. Corporate thumbnail. There we go. Change my mind. You see? There we go. Let's customize this template instead. All right. So, if I want to, you see, this is a thing with thumbnails, okay? The bit that I don't like about it is this text here. Why? Because it's too small. Think about it. If you're going to be looking on your phone, right? On your phone, here we go. And you're scrolling through and you're seeing the thumbnails, right? Well, your phone's already small anyway. If you think this text is small now, it's going to be absolutely minuscule, impossible to read on your phone, right? So when it comes to thumbnails, one big massive tip I would give you guys is bigger is better. I know that's what she said, but bigger is definitely better when it comes to your thumbnails. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trash that. No thanks. Don't need it. Don't need any smallness in my life when it comes to thumbnails, right? But I am going to keep this because it's big, it's easy to read, and when I'm looking on my phone, I know that that is going to stand out on the thumbnail and that's going to be legible and you're going to be able to read it. Boom, dusted, end of, right? So, I don't know, what am I going to put here? I'm going to put royal drama. There we go. Put whatever you want in, okay? Something that'll grab the viewer's attention. They'll be like, oh, royal drama, what's going on this time? Oopsie, right? Then we can just change this picture here. So all we need to do is, I just go onto my file. Let me see if I can find photo. Hang on. There we go. We've got a photo here. All I'm going to do, I'm going to drag and drop into here as it uploads. And then what I'm going to do is this here. I'm just going to drag it. And you know how I did it with the intro outro, where I just dragged the photo to the place that I wanted it to be? Well, we're going to do it here. We're literally dragging this photo to the place where we want it to be. Release. There you go. Done. Again, you don't need to learn Photoshop or any other complex app or program. All you've got to do is canva.com, and in about 3 or 4 steps, you've got a legit thumbnail, again, for free. And then once you're happy with it all, okay, all you've got to then do, click on share. And down here, there's a download button. Just download.
Boom.
And you're done. And you are done.
Steph, somebody brought up a good point, and I did want to highlight it. It was Kyle. He said, what about the music for your intros? And YouTube Studio, and I know you're very familiar with it, but for those of you that don't know, in YouTube Studio at the bottom, in the YouTube Studio tab in the bottom, there's something called Audio Library. And in there, you have a ton of songs that you can use that are copyright free. You can place these in your YouTube intro. You can actually even, if you're not able to, I'm not sure the capabilities or the limitations of the free intro maker. I'm not sure if you can actually upload an audio file, but if not, when you export it, you can upload that into Canva and then just put a YouTube Studio song into the folder, and it will actually play the song over the intro. So I would do that because, believe it or not, YouTube's music that they supply is pretty good. Some of it I haven't gone as far as downloading it and listening to it in the car, but I really would take some of that and listen to it like on my free time because they got some great songs back there. So if you're not familiar with the audio library from YouTube, there's like 1,800 songs. Go crazy in there. There's a lot of great music you may be able to use for an intro or even the back of your streams, videos, things like that. Music on YouTube, definitely check that area out.
Yep. And I have just put in the description bar all 3 links. They are there now for you to create your free logos, your free intros and outros, and also as well your free thumbnails. Also, through the free thumbnails on Canva, you are able to create banners as well on YouTube completely for YouTube channel, completely for free, using the same kind of process. Just go onto their banner section, choose the banner that you want, and do exactly what I've just done with thumbnails. Very easy. You can get a banner in less than 4 steps. It is absolutely insane, guys. But yeah, all those links now are in the description bar. So by all means, explore, have fun with it. In the meantime, we're going to get on to finding your passion in your niche. Now, this is something that it can be a little bit difficult to do. If anything, it can be the most difficult thing to do. In other words, what the deuce are you wanting to talk about? What the deuce are you going to be offering to the table as a YouTube content creator? Now, this is the thing, finding your passion in your niche, it's going to take time. I went from literally, and these were all things I legitimately cared about and was proper into, okay? So I went from reporting on movies and TV series to true crime, to pop culture, anything that was trending, to where I've really now finally found my feet, which is the British royal family. Now, it was all about finding a topic to talk about that I enjoyed, but I also had extensive knowledge in. Because if you are a YouTube creator and you're winging it, the audience, they're going to sniff it straight away and they're going to turn right off. They want to be listening to someone that knows their shiz. Now, it took about 18 months, guys, for me to find my feet, but ultimately, I first had to lay the foundation to finding my niche. So, I've already showed you part of the foundation, which is, the logo, the thumbnails, your intro, your outros, the banner situation. But on top of that, it also meant ultimately finding out how to be me on camera. Because remember, the question earlier on that Jane got right first, is it SEO or is it you? It's always you ultimately at the end of the day. You can have the best logo, the intro, outro, banner, thumbnails. They're brilliant to have. Ultimately though, your channel lives or dies by you, who you are. Now, it's all about being as authentic as possible. And so I had to ask myself, who am I? So, guys, those watching in the chat and those that will be watching on the replay, if you got this far, my question really to you guys is, as YouTube content creators, who are you? Now, it may seem like a very simple question, but it's not. It's so complex, it's untrue. It can take years and for some an absolute lifetime to actually figure out the answer to this. And as content creators, as far as I'm concerned, this is the most important question of all. To make sure that you're building yourself up to as much success as possible. So you might be asking, well, yeah, you're asking us, but excuse me, who the deuce are you, Steph? Well, glad you asked. I am a gobby lass from Yorkshire in England who likes to mouth off in my best Yorkshire accent and rant on things that interest me the most. Now, at the moment, it's all about my 2 favourite people in the whole wide world, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, otherwise known as on my channel as Hazza and Megsy. The thing is, though, this is the thing. There are thousands of other channels talking about those 2, right? So the issue then becomes, well, how do I stand out to earn the viewer's click over all the others? Well, it's all about who I am. Now, I could report on Prince Harry and Meghan like this, all right? They came to England and decided to comment again on how evil the royal family and British public are yet again. You know the problem with that? There's no personality flowing through that delivery. There's no me, right? It's boring. I'm a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm not boring. I'm a gobby, ranting Yorkshire lass, right, from England. But the thing is, if I figure out who I am, in this case, all of that, then my commentary turns into something like this, right? She's the bad princess and Megsy are at it again, accusing us and the royal family of being evil and respecting their privacy, whilst announcing this on a late show viewed by frickin' millions. You see? By knowing who you are, you can then use that to your advantage and let the you flow and intertwine in the delivery of your content. Now, a few months back, Elon Musk was in the news, proper simping all over Taylor Swift on Twitter. Now, bear with me on this one because there's a point to this. There's a thing that he did say that I want to turn your attention to. In response to a very complimentary tweet aimed at Taylor Swift, Elon said, quote, "Her limbic resonance is exceptional." Initially, I was like, is this space dude getting a little kinky here? Soon found out, though, that was not the case. No. Thanks to Google, okay, I discovered that there's a part of your brain called the limbic system, which drives our emotions. Now, I also found out that as a result, we have the capacity to use the neurochemicals that this system releases to connect with each other on an emotional level. So when you know who you are and you use this in your delivery, by just being authentically you, through your content, you then communicate your emotions and what you're feeling. So not only are you then connecting to your audience on a simple exchange of information scenario, right? But you're then connecting with them on a deeper level that's meaningful, the emotional level. What you know, they then get to know. But more importantly, what you feel, you get them to feel. Now, this is otherwise known as emotional contagion. People interacting by email, text, video, etc., where you influence the receiver's emotions, or in our case, right, the viewer's emotions. Science can be cool, right? And by figuring out who you are and then using that to deliver your content, you make the audience remember you. And then increase the chances of them coming back to you more and more. Because as humans, I believe we make choices based on emotion. A basic choice of what we like and what we don't like. So, for example, for me, Chinese food, proper tasty. I can shove that down my gob any day of the week, right? Therefore, eating it makes me happy. So I would order that over, let's say, a curry, because that's not tasty to me. It's going to burn me gob out, and as a YouTuber, I need my gob, right? And therefore, that would make me unhappy to eat a curry. So what I've just described there is the process of emotion helping us sort out our memory banks in our brain, right? So for us content creators, the aim is to get the viewer to be like, you know what? Hell yeah. I like this Steph person. She made me happy, I laughed a little, so I'm going to remember her, hit that friendly subscribe button and be happy to watch her future content. Booyah, right? And during this webinar, you saw me as a little ranty, certainly gobby, and definitely Yorkshire, because quite frankly, my accent speaks for itself there. And if you couldn't work out a word that I said because you don't understand or speak Yorkshire, then afterwards I'll link a Google document in the link in the description bar below. But this is a thing, right? Figure out who you are ultimately. Let the you be an integral part of your content, which will allow you to access your limbic system to create the emotional contagion between yourself and your audience. Because by doing so, you then create a community that, by connecting to you on an emotional level, is loyal, and you garner a subscriber base that will not just watch a couple of videos and then bog off and leave, right? But will be there for every single video. Because ultimately, they are then tuning in because of you. Because ultimately, your brand, the thing your subscribers will buy into, is you. And to get to that point, you must first ask yourself, who are you? That's it. Very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple.
I I gotta say I love that. And if there's we're gonna create the UpView award system. Steph, I would present you the UpView award system. That was legitimate as it gets. It really is, you guys. And the thing that I want to drive home as well is that there are many passions we have. And Steph said, she started in many different spaces because she's a person. She likes many different things. But what she started noticing is that where she was able to connect with her tribe the most was talking about the royal family. And these are things that can also be found through the YouTube studio as well. So when you're looking at your audience and you're showing your passions to the world, keep in mind you can go into the YouTube studio and see who is actually connecting with you and what people you should be talking to more. So this is really how UpView is helping our users. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring in that element of connection that is hard to identify by yourself, hard to identify without the knowledge of how the YouTube studio works. And we're presenting that in a way that's going to be easy to digest and understandable for everybody. So I urge you to sign up to the waitlist. And I also urge you to, you know, try to film yourself. It doesn't have to be an amazing camera. Film yourself if you're trying to start a YouTube channel. Get comfortable in front of the camera. Talk to the camera like you're talking to somebody in front of you with a weird face. They're just a lens, but talk to them, like you're talking to your friend, and that's going to lead to the best results there. And I do want to bring up a few things. First off, Steph, thank you so much. Amazing having Steph here, and thank you for everybody that came. I also want to say that right now UpView is in the process of completing our release here. Again, you could sign up for the waitlist. But another thing, if you are a YouTuber right now, I know that it's a struggle, right? It's tough to earn on YouTube. We do have a program for an affiliate program. It's a free program where all you have to do is get people to sign up, and we pay you for it. Free sign up, no card required, nothing. We're just looking for more like-minded YouTubers to become a part of this family as well. I did put the link in the description. Of course, you can go to our website as well. But if you are interested in making a few extra bucks here and there, we are helping YouTubers because we know it is a struggle. And although it is a free program and you are helping us, we're giving you money for that because we know it's effort on your end. So thank you so much, Steph. And Steph, did you want to add any other notes here?
Yeah, so before we go, yes, do make sure a couple of things. First and foremost, if you are a YouTuber and you've got a channel, or you're a budding YouTuber and you're thinking, I'm going to create a channel, well, create the channel now. Now is the time. And go to www.upview.ai, join our waiting list, and you guys will be one of the first to get UpView 1.0, the app that is going to help you to monetization and YouTube success. You will not want to miss that out. You can then say goodbye to vidIQ, goodbye to TubeBuddy, because like I said, UpView is going to change the game. I'll call a spade a spade. You guys know that. I'm not over exaggerating. I'm so excited for you guys to see what we've been cooking all these months. Also, as well, if you haven't done so already, guys, subscribe to this channel. You think this is going to be the only webinar we're going to do? No. Don't think so. No one can shut us up. We are going to be offloading all the secrets. So if you appreciated the information that we gave to you today, and why wouldn't you? Because our logic is undeniable. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on your way out. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time we either go live or we upload a video. And like this stream, comment down below what was the best secret that you learned today from the webinar. And then finally, if you have an Instagram account, then follow us on upview.ai. We'll also be uploading some short videos up on our Instagram page as well. You'll see Anthony, you'll see me, you might see a few of our other UpView colleagues as well make an appearance on our Instagram page, so make sure you're following us there as well. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for absolutely everything. We really appreciate your faces. If you have any questions, then you can always email us, info@upview.ai. Anthony, is there anything else you want to add before we go?
Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much. And don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always here to help. Our goal is to connect YouTubers like never before. Please reach out. We'd love to hear from you. And I assure you, next time we do this, after the countdown, lightning's not going to strike my house. So I'm looking forward to the next webinar, and hopefully it's a sunny day, Florida weather, you know. So thank you guys again so much. I'm excited to hear from you, and Jane, you will hear from me as well. So thank you guys again. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, you guys. Appreciate you all. And until the next time, later.